Boy, we're back. I got a few days in a row doing album reviews and we're back with another one. Today we're gonna be reviewing Black or 6 Lack or I don't know, man, whatever you call this, but his new album is titled Free Black or 6 Lack, and I've never even heard one song of his, but I've been hearing good reviews about it around the internet, so I'm just excited to see what he has to offer. Without further ado, we're just gonna get right into it. The first track on this is called Never Know.
Got me standing here when I just wanna leave the spot. Thinking about a whipping, man, I might just cut a drop. I ain't sitting, I ain't talking, I ain't hustling with you niggas. Fuck around and y'all gon' make me push a button on you niggas. Say,
yo,
I got a baby on the way. Shit for my niggas and we go way back just like cracking a motherfucking 80s. This flow is crazy. Yeah.
Not bad,
If I was waiting on you to tell me that, I would never know.
That's true.
I could probably make 100 songs in my sleep.
Alright, that song was called Never Know, and yo, I actually dug that, man. I was not expecting that. He had a nice mixture of bars, melodies, he sang a little bit, and just the message behind it, man, that shit was dope. He was talking about being self-reliant, not having anyone there, so he just had to rely on himself. And he also spoke about his work ethic. He said, yo, I can make 100 songs in my sleep. That's how hard he works. So man, I actually like that. I dug that. This is a good sign that this album might be a good album right here. Well, not might be. I'm pretty sure just off the first track, this guy knows how to make music. So this is gonna be a good album right here. I'm excited to hear the next song, and let's go right into it. The next song is called Rules. That was an interesting song to listen to. It seems like Black has an old school R&B type of style on a really modern beat. That sounded just like some really trappy Atlanta style beat. But the way he came on it sounded like a late 90s, early 2000s R&B type of flow style, and it was very trippy to listen to, but it was good nonetheless. He gave me he kind of gives a new perspective on what you can do with your voice, what you can do, and just the endless possibilities of what you can do with music. So good job right there, Black. Yeah, let's go right on to the next song. The next song is called Problems. I like this beat already.
So we left the crib, now we in the goddamn ride. She looking goddamn fine. I wanted a bitch who was down to earth, but she want the goddamn sky. Tell her you want her, but next week you do your own thing. Why you do that? I can't explain. I got real shit stressed about, girl, I ain't worried about shit. Plenty queens in my hometown, all they need is drinking that thing. So on the goddamn fame. Every kind of the bitch who was on the move, but you on the goddamn lay. This is my problems. Got that one in my bed and she just wanna sleep. Fucking up all of the sheets. She only wake up to eat. Do this shit every week. Like why you do that? Crying you wanna be great, but sleeping until the next day. Why you do that? Don't got that much in the bank. We go out, she order the steak. Why you do that? She can't explain it, but just.
Alright, that one was called Problems, and yo, that was a really dope song, man. He's talking about some like very real issues that people go through in relationships. Specifically, he's talking about having a relationship with a girl who's lazy as hell, but she's using excuses to say why she's lazy. She's down on her luck, this and that, and he's basically saying, yo, I'm gonna get me a new thing, I'm not worried about you, and pretty much it's over that he could find any girl from his city. All he really needs to do is give him some drinks, or I'm pretty sure he's talking about lean because he said drink. And yeah, man, overall that was a very good song when it comes to giving a perspective on a relationship. I really dug that. Good job. That was definitely lit. Keep it up. I'm liking this album so far. The next song is called Free.
Now I'm feeling running out of shit that I can say something that you never been paid.
That was a song Free by Black, and yo, I actually like that song. That was a very moody song. It kind of It was one of those songs where it'll just grab you and make you feel a certain way just because he puts out a certain vibe. And it was a nice song. I wasn't really paying attention to the lyrics. I was just really listening to the emotion, if that makes any sense. I was just like going along with it. I probably have to hear the song again to actually notice what it was that he was talking about, because I was really just lost in the mood and just going along with it. But that was another good song, Free. I'm digging it, man. I'm digging it. All right, the next song is called Learn Ya.
Need to let me learn you something. How you gonna get better with a nigga who don't even measure up? Shame, 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 you been fucking right. You need to let me learn you something. No way, got a couple things that I got to prove.
Yo, this is beautiful.
You lacking, it hurts to know.
Black is keeping it going. It keeps getting better from song to song. The album is improving. It wasn't bad to begin with. It was actually very good, but now it's getting better. I feel like it's getting a little bit deeper, and this song, you could feel so much emotion in it. It's like it kind of made me not even want to have the camera on. It kind of just made me really want to get into that zone where I could really just feel all these emotions that he's speaking about. And I definitely dug that song. That song was fire. And I kind of heard some Frank Ocean in there. Like some of the cadences and some of the background vocals sounded a lot like Frank Ocean, which I'm not hating. Do your thing, because Frank Ocean is great. And you know, we learn from the greats, and sometimes we take things that we like from them. So man, Black, you're definitely doing your thing, and I'm excited to hear the rest of this album. Let's go on to the next song. The next song is called MTFU.
Stupid, why would I do that? Wanna refrain, but being human is strange. Apologizing in advance for the pain, yeah. She ain't know no better, but I did. Poor decision making for the kid. And not because you left us for a second. Now I'm trying to figure out the lesson of all the people I fucked up on you. What the fuck was I supposed to do? This shit is sticky, it's tricky, and kinda hard to explain. Brain was breaking on our downfall, baby. Everything was okay. Meanwhile, she at your house, she smiling in your face.
Alright, that was MTFU. It seemed like it was kind of a storytelling song, and correct me if I'm wrong, but it seemed like the song was kind of a story of this girl that he started messing with that was actually his boy's girl at a certain point, but she said they broke up, so they started messing, but she actually didn't break up with the guy. She was basically playing him while he was doing her the whole time, and she was acting like nothing was going on. I'm not sure if that's true, because I really just caught that faintly, because I was really just trying to dive into the music and, you know, try to soak up everything. So I might have to listen to that song again to know, but off of my first listen, that's what I took from it, and it was just a nice song. His flow, dun, 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 dun. It was a very heartfelt song, of course, and I feel like he puts a lot of emotion in his music, which is really dope, and I really like that. That's one thing that sticks out from him. Next song, the next song is called Loving You.
Things that you said, it was
That's real. Some real shit right there.
in my songs. If I tell you that I'm working, I ain't out doing you wrong. I got too much on my plate to add some shit that I don't need. I ain't asking you for space, just some room to fucking breathe. But I can't stress myself by trying to prove my fucking love. I stand up, say I had enough, she stand up. But you think you tough, take my phone, search what you want. Who's this bitch, girl, that's my mom. Who this woman, girl, that's my aunt. I could be a lame nigga, that's what you want.
Loving You by Black. That was a dope ass song. He's speaking about basically a toxic relationship where it's the girl that's trying to always start problems with him. She won't give him space, this and that. He's basically saying, you know what, trust me, you know, if I say I don't have a lot of time, I'm not out there doing you harm. I'm just out here doing what I gotta do, so don't worry. But the girl seems like she's really into starting fights, this and that, very needy. And we all been through something similar, so this was a very relatable song. I don't relate to this now, but it's definitely something maybe I see somebody else relating to. So this is a very dope song. Again, he seems to have a grip on just being able to articulate relationships, and that's really dope because not many people nowadays are able to do that. They just sing about random shit. Black seems to have a really strong mind when it comes to being able to articulate what it is that he's trying to say. So good job, Black. That was another dope song. Loving you. Let's get on to the next song now. The next song is called Getting Old.
Oh, yeah, yeah. And you can leave your man, cause that nigga just getting old. Love, now you getting thrown, getting thrown. Yeah, yeah. Ooh, yeah. I take one hit of your love, now we getting thrown.
That one was Getting Old, and that was a really nice song right there. Again, I kind of got lost in the mood. It was a very positive song, very uplifting, and I wasn't really listening to the words. I was just listening to the beat, the vibes, and just the way that his voice sounded pleasing. But his voice really sounded like Frank Ocean there. He kind of sounded like an OG Frank Ocean back when he came out with Nostalgia. It definitely gave me those feelings of like 2011, 2010, those times. That was really nice right there. It took me back. Good job right there, Black. You have not disappointed yet, and I doubt you will. So we're gonna go into the next song now. The next song is called Worse Luck.
So why you wanna love me so bad? Why you wanna love me so bad? Haven't you heard about my miserable past? Critical past, pitiful past. I swear no matter what I touch it breaks. So I no longer wanna see your face. Had the worst luck with love. Worse luck with love.
A very moody song. Almost kind of got me depressed because I could really feel what he was talking about. Talking about he got the worst luck with love. And I mean, we probably all felt that at some point in our life. So I could definitely immerse myself in that and feel what he feels. I didn't even have to really immerse myself in that because when he sings, his emotions just like it fills up the air with the mood, and that was a good song right there. It wasn't my favorite, probably because it did get me a little bit depressed. But then again, that's what music is for. Music appeals to our emotions. So great song right there. Keep it up, Black. You got 2 songs left. It's gonna be lit. Let's see what we got. Next song is called X Calling.
3 in the morning, I'm on do not disturb. Yeah, my last little fling, I put that shit in the dirt. I can hear my ex calling. Don't know why my ex calling. Why the fuck my ex calling? Oh, we been through some things, yeah. Thought I could restrain you. I don't wanna tame you. Coming up my neck, tripping via text. Disrespect, I don't fuck with that. Look for the sex. Want me cause of next. I'm the future, where the Percocets. I can see my ex calling.
Yeah.
Oh no, now my next calling.
And he got bars.
I don't know why I stress all of.
Yo, this is fire. That was X Calling, and that song was catchy as hell. I feel like by the time the first verse and the first hook finished, I already knew the words to that hook, and I was just about to go ham to it. But I just chilled out and kept listening to it. Your man had bars on here too. He had a few bars talking about I run this shit like I'm Chris Breezy. And the first verse he had, I don't even remember what he said, but it was just like, it was even better than the second verse. It was fire, man. He definitely went in with the bars, and he went in with the hook, melodies, and all that, man. That was just an amazing song right there. That was X Calling. The next and last song is called Alone/EA6.
Long as I thought, bitch, I might be quick to put me down, but as much as I seen, I can't fall. It's unlikely, you ain't from it, take your ass home. I let my heart talk, keep my mental strong, speak the whole truth till my money long. Tryna tell me a better way to do some shit you ain't never done. Just drinking the booth, black down in my shoes. Kick shit with my truth, for those who don't matter when they not thinking about you. If I learned anything, get a credit, be to listen more than I talk. And don't brag about what I got, just multiply what I brought. I never dwell on the loss, never give a nigga sauce. You might run off with it. East Atlanta 6, they don't play that shit. And East Atlanta 6, you better make that lit. But they be at your front door with that gun though. Know them niggas Nick Cannon with the fucking drum roll. East side till a nigga die, beast mode till a nigga cry. So hard for me to ignore ignorance. I don't know why I feel it's my place. I know you see the pain in my feel loud. The thoughts are the opposite of showing niggas how.
Yo.
Be cautious where you play. Darkness in the hood.
Duh. Alright, that was the last song on Black's album, and all I can say about this album really is it was an amazing piece of work. I was not expecting that, but every song had a certain touch of beauty to it, and it was just when it came to the subject matter, when it came to the voice, his singing, even when it came to his flows, because when he did rap, his raps were dope, they were catchy. And I really liked this album. I actually really liked it. I was not expecting it, but I didn't really have expectations for it because I haven't heard any of his music before. He definitely didn't let me down, and the people out there who said this album was dope, they were right, and I'm glad that people out there are still listening to things like this, because shit like this is really the type of music that I gravitate towards. It's not necessarily a certain genre of music that I like, but it's more the emotion that's put into the music and the subject matter as well, which is what really draws me toward music. So this album right there, for that reason, I'm gonna have to give this album a 9. This album deserves a 9. It's in the R&B and soul category. For an R&B and soul project, I definitely think this deserves a 9, if not more, but I'm giving it a 9. So great job, Black. I can't wait till your next album. I'll probably listen to this a few times before your next project comes out, but for now, this will definitely hold it down. Keep it up, Black is lit. I dig it, and I want to thank you guys for watching my Black album review for Free Black. And you already know, guys, it's lit. Peace.